What the hell was that main event for night 2 of WrestleMania 41 last night, everyone? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Anonymous Lucas WrestleMania 41 Night 2 review for Anonymous Lucas, obviously. Before I get started, the rant I gotta do for the last 2 matches of WrestleMania, because that doesn't make me no choice to do a freaking rant. I hold no ill will towards Becky Lynch, or Lyra Valkyria, or John Cena or Cody Rhodes. Those last 2 matches and there's no outcomes in general fucking sucked. Let's just put it for what it is. The outcomes to both matches, now granted, the John Cena match I predicted. And that's the correct outcome. No, I'm not putting it's the wrong outcome. The tag team title match is the wrong outcome. I mean, but Becky Lynch in that match for some stupid reason. I don't know what the fuck we needed that for. And also, just a bit of disclaimer also. It's all of my things and all my rants I gotta do is not ill will to the 4 people I just mentioned. It goes in the hands of 2 men. Number 1, Triple H, and number 2 is The Rock. Because, dude, what the flying fuck? Especially in the John Cena and Cody Rhodes match. Let's put The Rock involved. But the Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch botch of a booking decision all comes to the hands of Triple H. This was fucking awful. The outcome to the main event was I obviously liked. John Cena was the right person to win that match. I don't care what any Cody Rhodes fan says. That's the right person to win. The heel John Cena, you're not going to put John Cena as not give him the championship in his 5 farewell tour. You're not going to do that. I know this happened as a correct decision as well. But the whole main event fucking sucked how we got to that point. It just fucking sucked. Let's just call it for what it is. I'm tired of dropping so many F-bombs already. But let's just call it for what it is. That main event fucking sucked. For a WrestleMania main event, just the last year of night 2 for WrestleMania 40, to a year later, it's not even, and it's James Stratosphere is comparing this to 2 main events. Like, literally. That main event fucking sucked between Cena and Cody. This was awful. It was awful. And with The Rock, my God, bro. To think this man has so many freaking, promises coming out of Elimination Chamber recently, of him getting involved for WrestleMania 41, was dude, what a fucking letdown that ended up being. To have Travis fucking Scott be the only person helping John Cena. Literally. Travis fucking Scott. Also, I don't hate Travis Scott personally at all either. That's another person I get a disclaimer for. I don't hate Travis Scott. I actually liked him in the Elimination Chamber, believe it or not. It might be a hot take. I liked him in the spot that he did. But Travis Scott being your only fucking person to help John Cena was fucking a complete and utter botch. And the outcome with John Cena hitting the Undisputed WWE Championship on Cody Rhodes to end Cody Rhodes' year-plus long reign just like that was fucking horrendous. Let's just call it for what it is. Oh, I can't say it because you're a goddamn hater towards the product, Lucas. Well, guess what? I'm going to say it fucking anyways. I don't give a flying hell who the hell you're talking about. Triple H, The Rock, Nick Khan, anybody else in TKO Group Owens, I don't care. That main event fucking sucked. It sucked. It just fucking sucked, man. And also, The Rock. Let's get to you, bro. Where the flying fuck have you been? Filming movies? I didn't hear anything else you in Hollywood. Dude, The Rock. What are you fucking doing? Are you in this storyline or are you not in this storyline, Dwayne? Are you in it or are you out? This inconsistency with The Rock heading into WrestleMania this year was a show what he did fucking last year. Not even close to last year. Dude, what the flying fuck was the point of this? It's looking like Dave Meltzer was right after him. Maybe he wasn't as all. He could be involved in WrestleMania. You know what? That's a fucking stupid decision, Dwayne. Not have your ass involved when you have a big angle happen at Elimination Chamber in Toronto this year. To not be involved is a fucking dumb decision. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not fucking sorry. Right into your review, man. Let me hear as always, Lucas Sound, Lucas C on Instagram, Facebook, Anonymous Lucas, TikTok, Anonymous Lucas, Patreon.com/Anonymous Lucas. Get out of this podcast where everyone else does on YouTube and all half an hour on all audio platforms. Or an hour and a half on all audio platforms. Right into your review starting now. Let's discuss Iyo Sky and then bring the pause. The first 3 matches saved this fucking show. Iyo Sky defeats Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley to retain a WWE Women's World Championship to start the show. And probably arguably the best match, would be the second best match of whole WrestleMania. Right behind the other triple threat, it's Cena, Rollins, Reigns, and Punk. This is arguably the second best match of the whole weekend. On bad knowledge, you say it was the first best match. My perspective, that comes second behind Cena. I keep saying John Cena. Right behind Cody, I'm saying Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. Also, some Drew McIntyre defeats Damian Priest in the Sin City Street Fight. Another great freaking match on paper as well. You think it's start these two greats being on top of the notch. And getting to go to Dominik Mysterio, defeating Finn Balor and Bron Breakker and Penta to win the Intercontinental Championship or WWE Intercontinental Championship. I also like that match quite big as well. You'd think this whole show would be actually going in a great direction, right? Starting complete opposite from last night to being Saturday. Triple H goes, hold my beer, bro. Not that this next match was bad or anything. It was not really big and much. Not really big and much of things that happened. We also discuss on Randy Orton defeats Joe Hendry, the TNA World Champion. Now, granted, what they did in the ring was pretty cool. But it was pretty cool. I actually loved the moment of Randy Orton giving the RKO to Joe Hendry. That was freaking great. That was cool. But the match honestly was short. It was very short for what it was. That's why the grade is a little bit lower. But at least not until, like that happening. We're also going Logan Paul defeats AJ Styles in a decent match. That also was a pretty good grade. Now it's where the downhill spiral goes in the last 2 Mania matches of the whole weekend. Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. A returning Becky Lynch who took out, or at least, I don't think she took out Bayley, God knows. Came back and already made a return at WrestleMania. She's got a SummerSlam return and a WrestleMania return. So remember, Bayley got taken out, I believe, on Saturday afternoon, right before WrestleMania happened. But like Lyra Valkyria looking for a partner for Sunday, meaning last night. And she found another horsewoman in Becky Lynch. Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch defeat Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez to win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. And this is going to be a big rant at the end of the show, by the way. We get 2 back-to-back matches getting a freaking rant. I don't care what stand you are, Becky Lynch. I don't care. I don't even hate Becky Lynch. I don't hate her at all. I actually like her quite a bit. But still, the stuff that needs to be said needs to be fucking said, whether you like it or not. And also, some John Cena defeats Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed WWE Championship in the main event as well. And on today's podcast, so you're joining me, also says this year's WrestleMania 41 Night 2 review on No Limits with Lucas. Let's start with the good, shall we? Starting with you guys, the Iyo Sky, the reigning defending WWE Women's World Champion, defeats Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley to retain the WWE Women's World Championship to start the show. And probably one of the best matches you see, opening matches I've ever seen in WrestleMania history. I have people make one comparison. What was it, WrestleMania 10? We've seen Bret Hart and Owen Hart. I mean, I'm not honest, I never watched that match at all. Because it was up before my time, obviously. Like, I mean, I should watch that match and see what it looks like and everything. But this, to me, in my honest perspective, was the recent since WrestleMania 31, for a bare minimum, was the best WrestleMania opening match. It's not even close. This was fucking great. Easily the best match this whole night. Not the best match of the weekend. I'm going to go with Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. But this is probably the best match of the whole night. For last night, for sure. I give it credit for credit is due. This was fucking great. And I think people can say women's wrestling is not drawn in 2025. You look like a fucking idiot after this match, the way I tell you. Now, granted, it's not going to draw on strategy of like men's wrestling. I mean, if you book it to be like something great, this could be up there. And this was fucking badass, man. I love this match. Iyo Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. This was fucking great. And Iyo Sky pins Bianca Belair, giving her first WrestleMania loss of her career. Now, I believe she was in a WrestleMania 34 like women's battle royal. But to me, I don't really count that, honestly. It's not really a pinfall loss. This was more of a loss. So Bianca Belair just took the L, her first WrestleMania pinfall L, honestly. She reminded us what's her, like, what's she, 1 at 37, she won at 38, she won at 39, she won at 40, and she lost in 40. So she's 4-1 at WrestleMania. The streak is over for Bianca Belair. Like the Undertaker WrestleMania streak. A new streak is coming down to an end with Bianca Belair's 4-0 WrestleMania streak. Believe it or not, this gets an A+. This gets an A+, man. This was fucking great. I loved every second of this match. I loved every second Iyo. I loved every second Bianca. And also, Rhea Ripley was not that bad in all this match either. This is pretty fucking badass, man. It's an A+. A+ for Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Iyo Sky for the WWE Women's World Championship. Fucking great match to start your show. Or start your PPLE for 2025 or WrestleMania 41 Night 2. This was fucking great, man. This was fucking great and badass and all three men involved. It was fucking great, man. Fucking great WrestleMania Night 1, Night 2, like, an opening match for this match. Iyo Sky retains and it's the right call. She's looking like a little sidekick in this match. You had her take the pinfall L and then lose her championship. She looked like more and more like a sidekick champion, so you don't want to do that in all honesty. So having her retain the title was obviously the right decision. And both women's world champions, on the Monday Night Raw side and Friday Night SmackDown side, and Tiffany Stratton, retaining their respective women's world championships. A+ is your grade. Freaking great opening match from Iyo, Bianca, and Rhea Ripley. A+ is your grade. To Drew McIntyre. He defeats Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. Also, the second best match in the show. It was kind of a crime that these two had to fall, the opening match of Iyo, Bianca, and Rhea. But these two definitely tore the freaking house down. This was freaking great as well. Do I wish they didn't call this a Sin City street fight? Absolutely. Only because they didn't fight in the street. They didn't fight in the street. It might as well call it no holds barred, no disqualification, non-sanction match, or something like that. Because this was not a street fight, man. I'm probably like yelling the sake of yelling for no reason. But dude, this was freaking great. I don't want to take anything away from these two men. These two put on a show for a lifetime last night. It's not an A+ worthy, but it's definitely gets an overall grade of an A. Definitely the second best match into the show, and probably like a top 3 WrestleMania weekend canon for these two nights. You got the 2 triple threat matches, probably right after that, it's your Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. I think that big time early, man. Drew McIntyre gets to win, obviously the right call. Drew McIntyre gets his umpteenth revenge from last year from Damian Priest, cashing in his Money in the Bank contract to win a WWE World Heavyweight Championship after Drew McIntyre just beat Seth Rollins for said championship at WrestleMania Night 2 last year. So a year later, WrestleMania Night 2 at 41, he gets his revenge from that debacle. So good for Drew McIntyre for sure. He's no grade of an A. Dominik Mysterio. Another fun match. He defeats Finn Balor, Bron Breakker, and Penta to win the WWE Intercontinental Championship. He gets a B+. Very fun fail for it. Not this good for the 2 opening matches. Where we got after this match was probably the better match of the rest of the card. It's the last good match you'll see. Everything else was decent, so I'm seeing stupid if you ask me. But this, Dominik Mysterio gets his win and will becoming a new Intercontinental Champion. I actually like that quite a bit. Wanna know why? Because Dominik Mysterio has been busting his ass day in and day out, putting in the work with the Judgment Day. He's been the stuff he's been growing on getting better and better. I fucking love that for Dominik Mysterio. Love that big time for him. He gets an overgrade of a B+. And shout out Dominik Mysterio getting his umpteenth win, finally winning the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Should be interesting. Who dethrones him? Not that I'm going to book that right now, honestly. But one person I have in mind is someone who should honestly challenge for Bron Breakker for this WrestleMania card. And then unless Dominik is going babyface, which that makes no sense, so he's going babyface for this. Or I just don't think that's the case. I think Finn Balor's still going the babyface route. So having like Sheamus, that's my pick to dethrone Dominik Mysterio sooner. Maybe at SummerSlam this year, maybe earlier. I still think it should have been WrestleMania this year against Bron Breakker, probably a better match for Sheamus, but Sheamus can bring in good people and have a good match. That's why he's to make a catchphrase, it's banger after banger after banger after banger. There's a reason for that. So that's my pick to dethrone Dominik Mysterio. I'm not doing it right now anyway, though. Probably a clash in Paris, maybe even like SummerSlam, honestly. B+ are great for Dominik Mysterio win is the Intercontinental Championship. Very fun match as well for Fatal 4A. Gave it an overall grade of a B+ for sure. Moving on to Randy Orton. He defeats Joe Hendry, who's the TNA World Champion. Joe Hendry made his WrestleMania debut and his opening challenge confirmed for his Joe Hendry for Randy Orton. The reason why I like this is quite a bit more than like Aleister Black or Rusev. Because Randy Orton was going to win this match when you look at it. It would be Aleister Black or Rusev or Nick Aldis, somebody like that. He was always going to win the match. So if you don't defeat, that actually should quite a bit if it's not Aleister Black, if it's not Rusev. Because they're going to take an L anyway, because Randy Orton's probably challenged in St. Louis for one of the 2 world titles. And spoiler, it'll probably be John Cena, the Undisputed WWE Championship. That's what I think for Backlash in St. Louis. It's Randy Orton's hometown, nonetheless. So Randy Orton gets to win, defeats Joe Hendry, right outcome, but this is a B-. The reason why, because the match was short. But I absolutely loved the moment in this match where Randy Orton gave Joe Hendry not 1, but 2 RKOs. And even pat Joe Hendry on the stomach and everything, and the major voice crack there, go figure. I absolutely like this match. I like the match, but just a lot short in all honesty. That's why it's only a B-, not like a B or a B+ range at all. B- your grade. Shout out to Joe Hendry. TNA World Champion, man. So shout out to Joe Hendry. And he obviously get his moment at WrestleMania, getting 2 RKOs from Randy Orton. Thanks for coming, Joe. But it's just a good moment for Joe Hendry and TNA as well, to say the least. Moving on to Logan Paul. He defeats AJ Styles. Give us all grade of a B. Probably outside the triple threat match, after the triple threat match, this is probably the best of the last 4 matches on the show. Not that the match was like great on paper, it was decent for what it was. Just show how much this show fell off a cliff after Dominik Mysterio got a win at the Intercontinental Championship. It just shows you. This show fell off a fucking cliff after the triple fatal 4A match. Like, dude. I don't care how many pops Becky Lynch can get. I don't care how many pops John Cena got his 17th world title. I don't care. The show still fell off a fucking cliff. Logan Paul and JJ Styles, the match was always going to be great on paper, but the feud I was not impressed with, honestly. I would honestly get a win to AJ Styles, honestly, as well. But whatever, man. It's whatever. It was the best match we got after the Fatal 4. We'll take it when we leave it at this, right? Gave it a B. Moving on to your classic rants I gotta do. Lyra Valkyria, the reigning defending WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. And Becky Lynch, who's replaced Bayley, because Bayley got taken out on WrestleMania Saturday, backstage. And for her, I have no freaking clue. Is it Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, or is it freaking Becky Lynch herself? I don't care. But in all honesty, if you don't get a heel badass Bayley after this freaking debacle of a creative decision, then we're not elevating Bayley to the next badass women's heel with Naomi, potentially. Done what the fuck we're doing here. Because why the hell did Becky Lynch have to return at WrestleMania last night? She couldn't wait, I don't know, but tonight for Raw After Mania. Get a Raw After Mania type feel. A big return like Becky Lynch, one of the big stars in the last decade for the females. And then you have, I don't care if it's WrestleMania, there's times and places where could be needed. WrestleMania last night was not needed. What about we be complaining with? Is it Bayley or Becky Lynch? It doesn't freaking matter who is involved in the match or not. The fact is that Becky Lynch had to come back and win a championship right a freaking way she comes back. Not that I'm blaming her at all. I'm blaming Triple H. Because this was fucking stupid. And don't get me to, oh, you're Mercedes Moné fan. Your girl won the TBS title her first match back. I would have complained for that one too, dumbass. So don't sugarcoat your bullshit. I didn't like that then either, so shut the hell up. Or shut the fuck up, honestly. I don't care what you say. But dude, like, why are we doing this? Oh, because Lyra Valkyria gets her moment with her childhood hero, where with women's tag team titles. Women's tag team titles don't mean jack shit in the grand sweep of anything, bro. And while we have Liv Morgan taking out and pinfall loss to Becky Lynch when she busted her fucking ass all fucking year. So fucking stupid. If you're going to have to take the titles of WrestleMania, it should have absolutely been Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Or better yet, book it a Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan one-on-one match. That is better than this fucking shit. Like, what are we fucking doing? What are we doing? Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch still has to be a good match on paper. We've already seen it though. We don't need any more of this bullshit after. She got her revenge, just move the fuck on. Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch defeat Liv Morgan, Raquel Rhea to win the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. A big fucking fat C. I don't care how good the match was. I don't care how the match was. I don't care. The match is kind of boring to me too, in all honesty. This is the best PF for Liv Morgan after busting her ass all 2024. Is Becky Lynch getting her a manhandle slam for the 1-2-3? Really? That's the best you got for Liv fucking Morgan. That's so nice, Triple H. That is so fucking nice, bro. Yeah, you're such a Becky Lynch hater. Yeah, bullshit I am. Bullshit. I actually love Becky Lynch. But dude, yeah, that's gonna fly over your head, would you probably? Yeah, knowing you probably will. But this is a big fat C. I don't give a flying fuck who you think you are. But come at me with this excuse, that excuse, all your hair here, your hair here. I don't give a flying fuck, dude. This was an awful creative decision. And why do you have Becky Lynch come back on this night, respectively, is beyond me. It's beyond me. The probably reason why Joe Hendry came out in that regular match and not like Aleister Black or Rusev. She had a freaking surprise waiting for Becky Lynch. Fucking lovely. Moving on to your main event debacle. Another freaking match got ran about. John Cena. John Cena defeats Cody Rhodes to win the Undisputed WWE Championship in the main event. Another big fat C. One of the worst WrestleMania main event matches I have ever seen. And trust me, I don't care what Michael Cole said on commentary or Pat McAfee saying, oh, John Cena finally showed the world he can freaking wrestle. No, the fuck he didn't, bro. I always think John Cena's a good wrestler. Is he like, well, he once was in like 2016? Absolutely not. But can still put on a good match here. I actually like the fact he's winning the Undisputed WWE Championship and winning number 17. Trust me, that's the right decision to do. But how he got here is so fucking stupid. Your only surprise to help John Cena in this match was a rapper named Travis fucking Scott. Does that make any fucking sense to you? Oh, great, he's with The Rock. I get that. I was actually in mind he appeared last night. But only him to help John Cena. That's fucking stupid and something if you ask me. Oh my god, man. Where the fuck was The Rock? The Rock was not here. Where the fuck was Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman? You would think to be helping John Cena finishing this winning 17, and also be revealed as this big like Hollywood style faction with John Cena, Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, Travis Scott, and the leader himself, The Rock. What the flying fuck are we doing? Really? Travis fucking Scott's your end the only one that's helping John Cena in their WrestleMania close-in match for both nights of the weekend. That is fucking stupid, bro. That is so fucking dumb. The main event was not even that good. It wasn't that good. I don't get this. The Rock was all fucking year, or all fucking start of year, Cody Rhodes, I want your soul. And all of a sudden, he doesn't get his soul. And he just takes his ball and go home, basically. Because he got John Cena to sell his soul. Literally, that's what he fucking did. That's what he fucking did. Like, what are we fucking doing here, man? What are we fucking doing here? This main event fucking sucked. For your WrestleMania, the thing we got last year at 40, with Cody Rhodes finishing his story against Roman Reigns in the Bloodline, including The Rock, nonetheless, to a year later, this fucking disaster is fucking laughable at this rate. It is fucking laughable. This was awful. This was awful. Trust me, I'm a big supporter of John Cena winning number 17. Him as a heel champion is doing the wonders for WWE in 2025. But the way we got this and how John Cena won number 17 was so ass backwards. And so stupid. What are we fucking doing here? This was an awful main event. I'd be generous giving this a fucking C. I might be. Should be in lower like a C- or something, but I'm going to give it a C for right now. This main event, your final show of WrestleMania season, went off the air with Travis fucking Scott hosting John Cena's hand, and after you won number 17. How fucking stupid does that look? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. C is your grade. And that's your overall show for WrestleMania 41 Night 2. Goes an overall of a B. Which means the best show of the week was not one of the 2 nights of WrestleMania. It was not even number 2. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 7 shows. WrestleMania for both nights came in tied for 3rd place. How the flying fuck is this show dedicated all week for WrestleMania to both your nights and to the third tie for the 3rd best grade with Monday Night Raw? For the best show this whole WrestleMania week was WWE Stand Deliver 2025 with A-. Hey, Triple H, you got outdue by your buddy Shawn Michaels and NXT for their biggest show, Stand Deliver. How does that look? How do you feel, Triple H? Nothing? Go figure. 2nd place, AEW Dynamite, April 16, 2025 here at B+. Hey, Triple H. Your guy you called Piss and T-Shirt Company and Tony Khan out to your WrestleMania season. Your whole 2 nights of WrestleMania. How you fucking look, bro? You must be one freaking... Oh my god, man. That's fucking funny. It's been a show that draws 550,000 viewers at bare minimum with Dynamite. That's insane. That's insane. 3rd place, like I said, 3 races have Monday Night Raw, April 14, 2025, and WrestleMania Night 1, Night 2, 41. Try with a grab of B. And 4th place is Friday Night SmackDown, April 18, 2025, I'll give it a B-. And last place is Tuesday Night NXT, April 15, 2025, I'll give it a C+. So NXT had the best show this week and the worst show this week. Hey, Triple H, you still don't get that, though, do you? Thank y'all for watching. No, Mr. Lucas, WWE WrestleMania 41 Night 2's review from 2025. Today being April 5th, 21st, 2025. Hey, back tomorrow with 2 new uploads on No, Mr. Lucas with your Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania April 4th, April 21st, 2025 review. And your Tuesday night, your flagship No Limits Lucas podcast episode number 5 be out tomorrow as well. Remember, I don't want to do a triple upload today. And now I want to do a triple upload today. You want to know why? So I had 2 WrestleMania uploads to do, to say the least. So I'm going to do a podcast back tomorrow as well. Thank y'all for watching the podcast, man. I'm getting a great WrestleMania week on the channel YouTube and all audio platforms as well. Thank y'all for watching the podcast, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow for more content and all Mr. Lucas. Until then, peace out, everybody. Love you all. Take care. Love you all big time, to say the least.